Alrighty, good morning, morning. Alright, so we had a bit of a lesson learned last night, this morning, whatever. Came down to make myself something to eat, and as you can see, none of this stuff is frozen, and I've started to lose some of it. Now, the freezing portion is coming back up now, but the problem was these last two freezers. If you look, there's a lot of stuff that's not frozen. It's starting to freeze again. It's going to take some time for it to freeze. But what happened was, lesson learned, don't believe what this damn generator info says. Right? It says I got the 3 freezers, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. Well, I moved this generator down here closer to this door so that the light in the bathroom would come on. And it said it was still powering the 3 freezers, etc., etc. Turns out it wasn't. These last 2 were not getting power. So I lost a bit of stuff. Bacon, some stuff went stale. Stale is okay, we can still make soup with it. Ground beef, lettuce, pork chop, steak. Nothing we can't replace per se. But, you know, bread, broccoli, let's see what else. Anything, some sausage. So, yeah, just be aware. Because apparently the info is not to be believed. Alright, so there's that. Lesson learned the hard way, whatever. Alright, so today we are going to work towards the goal of getting the smelting, what have you, going. One of the things we need is a large rock. And there is a large rock right there, large stone. We're going to grab this large stone because we need the large stone. I'm going to take that upstairs. Because we have to form that into a crude stone anvil. I think. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. We're gonna wait and see, but I'm gonna take it up with me just in case. And drop it off. The problem is, where are we gonna put it? We're gonna put it right there, because this thing weighs 40. Just by itself. So there we go. Alright, so now it is time to go do, I wish they had slides. Slides would be cool. The time has come to go do the deed. So we are going to take with us a fleshing tool. I think we got everything else out of there, and we're going to take, I believe we have hunting knife. I'm going to take the hunting knife. Okay, and then in the van we should have nails and wood and saw. Nails, wood, saw, buckets. Do we have bowls? What else do we need? I think we have a rope. We need rope. We have rope here. We have rope. Okay. I think that's everything. I think that's everything. We also need our water, which I'm not entirely sure what we did with it. Oh, there they are. Alright, so there's that. We're going to deal with the peckish later. Alright? Let us go do what we need to do. Because here's what we need to do. We need to go make ourselves some leather. And we need the leather to be able to make a big bellows, to be able to make the forge, or make the... Yeah, the forge and the furnace both require a big bellows. Now, we only have the one animal that we can turn into leather right now. We need to find another animal. But we will get to that as time goes on. We need a medium animal, which means we need a sheep or a pig or a deer, basically. Boy, this thing's moving slow today. We've beat this truck up a little. We don't have any shelter for the sheep. I wonder if we should build some shelter at some point, just so they can have something to get in under. I don't know whether it affects them or not. Oh. Turn the fan off. Alright. So we need nails. And we need planks. Alright, so in order to off this thing, we need a couple of things built. First, we need a butcher's hook. And I'm thinking if we put them like right here, we can have them here, bring them over here, do the deed, be done with it. A butcher's hook. Then we're going to need a softening beam. Then we're going to need a tannin barrel. And then finally, we're going to need a drying rack. Medium drying rack. Medium drying rack. Oh, and a saw. Build. There we go. We got all of our stuff. Now we need put this and this and this back in our thing. Now this is interesting. Required items, 8 twine. Except we had a roll of twine, or 8 rolls of twine, and only used 1. So I think that number's wrong. You think? Alright, so then we want a bucket. Grab one. We're going to empty it out. And we're going to want a bowl. Grab one. Now, before we empty the bucket out, let's do this. Let's transfer liquids from the bucket we got to put the bowl in our. Now let's try it. Transfer liquid from the bucket to an empty bowl. Fill the bowl up. And then empty the bucket. And we want to empty the bucket so that we can catch the blood from offing the ram. Let's go get him. Hi, buddy. Pat, pat, pat. Sorry about your luck. Luck of the draw. That sort of thing. Come with me this way. Come over here and meet your fate. I got this really cool thing to show you. Come here. Pat, pat, pat. Bye-bye. Butcher's hook, add corpse, dead ram. Then, why is this not? Alright, we've got to go in settings and fix that, but we can sort of see. First thing we want to take is the leather. Then we want to take its blood into the bucket. I don't know if there's a use for blood yet. Waste not, want not. We'll see if there is eventually. Then we gather the head. And we gather the meat. At which point we're left with nothing but a skeleton on the ground. And we're going to take the bones from the skeleton. Excuse me. Excuse me again. Damn. Sorry about that. We're going to chunk the bones in the back of the van. We're done with the rope. We're done with the bucket of blood for now. That leaves us mutton chops and a ram's head. We're going to put the mutton chops in the refrigerator. Probably ought to have a refrigerator over there if we're going to be doing this on a regular. We'll have to get a refrigerator from someplace else. Oh wait, it doesn't matter because there is no power, dumbass. Does not matter. I'm stupid. So we'll have to bring a refrigerator from somewhere, maybe that one over here, and we will have to bring power over here if we're going to do that. I don't think we're going to do that. I think we're just going to keep it going the way it is. Anyway, now we take the ram's head. And what can I craft? We're going to cut up the ram's head. that's going to give us the skull, but it's also going to give us brains. And now we have animal brain. And we're going to, what can we craft? Brain tannin, which needs water, which is why I put water in a bowl. And now we have brain tannin. Okay. Next, we're going to take that free leather, and we are going to go softening beam. And we have two options, is remove flesh or remove fur. We can't do the remove fur because we don't have a furred yet. So we do craft on remove flesh, and then it'll just be the skin and the fur. So then we flip it over and we remove the fur. Then we go here and we take the untanned leather and we turn it into tanned leather. And then we take the tanned leather, which is now wet tanned leather, and we dry it and turn it into dry tanned leather. All of which ultimately gets us a large bellows. All of that just to be able to make a large bellows. Now, I set this up over here because, like I say, I want to do my farming over here. I don't want to drag animals all the way over to our place. I have to put them down. I'd rather put them down over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's, and then a baby. So we're gonna have to find another medium-sized animal, preferably a deer or something, because we're gonna need a second bellows. And we'll get to that when we get to it. But for right now, let's take this over, get our meat in the freezer, start replenishing the stuff that we lost. We're going to have to make a composting bin, by the way. Did we? Yeah, the bones, we put them in here, didn't we? So all of this, we're going to grab it, we're going to put it in storage. Take the mutton chops, we're going to put them in storage. Bone blood, I guess we'll put that in storage as well. So that and that go in there. Bones go in here somewhere. All right. I have to figure out later what to do with the bones. I think we can make like knives and the like out of it or something like that. I don't know. I'm gonna have to move some more storage over here. All right, so there we go. Now we should have leather up. Could have left the much color over there, but we didn't. So we will put it away. Same goes for the hunting knife. Could have left it over there, we didn't. That's life. All right. So now we should have pretty much everything we need to do what we got to do up here, I think. So, what do we need to do? We need to build advanced forge and an advanced furnace. The advanced forge we need a blacksmith anvil for. Anvil. So I think we've got to do that. Yeah, I think we've got to do that in the forge. So we need a basic forge to build an anvil to make an advanced forge. So first thing we got to do, and that's why I brought the rock up. Wait, that's the primitive forge. We can do it in the primitive forge, right? Yeah. All right. So the first thing we got to do is we got to make the anvil. All right. Let's do the furnace first. Blacksmithing. Furnace. 40 stone blocks and a large bellows. Okay, so we need 40 stone blocks, which means we need 40 stone. There's 5. Grab half. That's 25. $35. Okay, so we got enough to make 40. So craft. Block from stone. Craft. Right? So that should be 40 stone block. Then we need to make a large bellows, right? So what can I craft? Large bellows. We need 2 planks and 2 medium handles. All right. Can we put the stone blocks there for now? And put the leather there. Okay. We need 2 medium handles. Fortunately, we have medium handles. Grab 1. Grab 2. Grab 3. Grab 4. Because we're going to need 4 total. Because we got another one we got to build at some point. So we can build. What can we craft? That. Planks and nails. We're not close enough. Should be close enough now. Planks. Do we not have 2 planks up here? We have a plank. All right. I guess we're gonna have to go get a plank. Get some planks. So we're gonna want at least 4 because we're gonna want 2 for the other one as well. One. You know what? Let's do this the smart way and just grab half. That gives us 1 extra. What can I craft? Craft. Alright. Now this sucker, I think, is too big to... Okay. So we need to... Alright. Let's drop that for now. And now can we grab this? Yes. Alright. Bring it over here. Place, I guess. We gotta place it, huh? Alright, fine. Place it right there. It'll be in the way of what we're doing, but we'll be, when we build, we'll pick it up anyway, so, right? So. Flip. And then we want our stone blocks back. 40 stone blocks. What else do we need to build that sucker? Bucket of cement, large bellows. Where's our bucket of cement? That's water bucket. Do we got it already with us? Large bellows, we got right there. Bucket of clay cement and a mason's trowel. Alright, so... that's water. Bucket of clay cement. Mason's trowel. Build advanced furnace. Alright, tell me we got to try and pick this up. I don't think we'll get too heavy for inventory. That's what I thought. But there it is. It's it. Okay. I'm not even going to try to understand it. I'm just not. Build. So, we want to go over 1 and up 1, because this thing is huge. I want to be able to get around it. Let's do it right there. All hail the... Is that what he was doing? Was all hail the gods of the furnace? Alright, so now with this we can build an anvil. But we got to have a mold. In order to build the mold, build anvil. We need 4 planks and a nail. So we got to go get some more planks, don't we? Because we've only got... No, wait, we got one here too, don't we? Three there. And one there. So we can now build an anvil mold craft. All right, now we have the mold. Now we got, take the clay from the sack. Come over here. And we build, I thought, oh, all right, fine. We didn't get it out of the sack yet. Now we can build a clay mold. From the wood mold, we build a clay mold. Right? And then from that, I think we have to fire it. So we need a log and a lighter. Don't we have a log? Or do we have... I thought we had... Yeah, we have charcoal. And a lighter. So that should allow us to fire that. Right? Now we have a ceramic blacksmith anvil mold. Then we need tongs and 16 half steel bars. So, put all of that away, put that away, put that away, put that away, put that away. I don't know if it'll all go in there or not. We have a worn steel bar here. And I think we have more downstairs that we've been using. We didn't put them in weapons, did we? I don't think so. No. Might as well use the worn ones, right? If we can. Steel bar. Steel bar worn. Steel rod. Okay, well there's two steel halves. Okay, and then I know we got a couple more that we saw in here. Steel bar. Steel bar. Alright, that gives us what? Steel bar, that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And we needed how many? 16? 4, 6, 8, 10. And we need a hacksaw. See how many that does first. Or how many we need. I think it was 16. Was it 16? $16 half bars. All right. We got any steel bars here? All right. Make what can I craft? Half steel bars, max. Half steel bars, 10. I need 16, so I need 3 more. Alright, so I need 3 more steel bars. Fortunately, we're here at the factory where there are a ton of them. One, 2, 3. And then take the half steel bars, ceramic blacksmith anvil mold, the tongs, the wood charcoal, and the lighter. Is that everything? That's everything we need. Craft. So now we have the big anvil that we needed to make the forge. What else do we need for the forge? We need 30 stone blocks, a bucket of cement, a log, a wooden bucket, and a large bellows. And I believe we already have a wooden bucket. Is there cement is all gone? Okay, there's the bucket of cement. There's an empty wooden bucket, right? That is a wooden bucket. Bucket wood. So we got the blacksmith anvil, we got that, we got a mason's trowel, we got a log, we got a wooden bucket, theoretically. Isn't that a wooden bucket? Empty bucket. So, are you kidding me? That's not a wooden bucket. How is that not a wooden bucket? When it says bucket wood. I don't understand why I can't use that as my wooden bucket. Whatever. Alright. We're going to need 30 stone block. How many stone block do we have? $19 stone. We need 6 apparently. Actually, why did we do that? So we need 6. We're going to have to craft stone block. Craft. $30 stone block. Circle, tongs, spider. So are we going to have to build... God damn it. The primitive forge. Wait, isn't that what this is a primitive forge? Yeah, it's a primitive forge. To make a band. To make a bucket. So we need 2 iron bands and a wire. And what do we need to make the iron bands? So, iron bars, we're going to need 2 iron bars and tongs. So we're going to need 4 iron bars. Steel bar, steel bar. Do we have any iron bars? Iron bar quarters. Alright, let's do this. Let's take that iron bar quarter, 2 iron bar halves, iron bar quarter, iron bar half, and an iron bar. The iron bar half, what can I craft? Let's see if we can use those to make iron bar. We do that here. Iron bar from chunks, iron bar from quarters. So we need tongs and coke. Tongs, charcoal, and a lighter. Do iron bar from quarters. Iron bar quarter, we got 5. We need hammer, tongs, wood. Too dark. Fuckers. So we gotta go to bed. We can't do it tonight. Well, so much for that idea, guys. I was hoping. I guess it's kind of forcing us to go to bed. We do need to get something to eat, though. Is this froze back up? Yes, it's froze back up. Good. Well, you know what? I think the hard work we did today deserves an ice cream. Wow, that wasn't even enough to fill us up. We were really hungry. Unfortunately, now we can't see what the hell we're doing. Fill all. No. Fill bottles. This is why I want the light down here. We're going to be moving around the freezers so that they're down here so that we can power all of the lights, I think. Just not being able to see in here is a pain in the ass. Alright. Wet, sad, peckish. I'm not going to worry about peckish. We're going to bed. Alright, guys. See you in the next episode. Bye.